Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hiya, how are you?
Good. Good.
Good morning to you all. Welcome to YAA'S Book Corner post pre-lunch. Yes, it's
So good.
been an it's been a hectic and exciting week, and we want to thank you all for your support.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it it's been an interesting experience. I just say that when you set out to do something, just see it through.
Yeah.
Never give up. You may hit some bumps in the road, but keep pushing. Keep pushing. So yes. So yeah, thank you so much for your brilliant and creative support, and to
You're
all the ladies. I
welcome.
can't mention all the names, but yes, the proof will be out tomorrow, I believe. We have
Oh,
a graduation tomorrow afternoon, so I'm sure that then all the pictures and the whatever the banners and that I'll share it. That's why, I mean, I probably still need to go into the book group and thank them, but I was waiting for that, so I'll do it tomorrow when I have more news. But yes,
okay.
this is my first time doing this, and people have always said, "Oh, Amazon, why are you spending money publishing? Just go on Amazon and do it yourself." And I know
Mm,
people have done it, but there's challenges and things that they've run into, but they've managed it. But for me,
yeah.
I like the concept of somebody who knows it and does it. That's what his niche is, and he's teaching other people. So
Guys, yeah.
that is why I paid the money to do it. A
Yeah.
lot of times we're not willing to invest. It's not like 5,000 or something that I paid. No, it's not. It's less than 2,000, but it's in the 1,500s thereabouts.
Right.
But to me, it's still worth it, because if you want to do future books, short ones, whatever, then you do it. There's nothing wrong with learning, and
Yeah.
I find that we as a people, we complain about money, but we spend things on unnecessary things which are not really priorities. Like
Yeah.
I read something, I forget who I was watching, one of the ladies yesterday, and somebody wrote a comment about they know of a lady who always dresses very nicely, but her children are always being kicked out of school for non-payment of school fees. So that is, I think it was about a mother sacrifice or something.
Mm,
So those kinds of things. So it tells you a lot that if you can spend $10 to just buy whatever, and then $10 to buy a course, which one would you pick? So you have to think, anyway.
yeah.
But it's been
Yeah.
a life is a journey. We're on a journey, and like today, what we're coming to talk about, habits that, you know, um,
Hold us back.
yes,
Mm,
habits that hold us back from, where is it? Oh, you know what? Goodness me, I thought I'd done this. So I was so busy during the week that I just did, yeah, you
there's
know.
no banner.
Yeah, I thought I'd done it because when I
Oh,
talk to
okay.
you, yeah, I'll just put it in quickly. Let's do this.
That's
Well, meanwhile, you can chat with them and I'll do it, and then
right.
I'll go and what do you call it? I'll go and share. I'll just put this in here and go and
Okay.
share.
All right. Yeah, so as Auntie Iya said, we're going to talk about habits that hold us back. And actually, today, to be honest, I thought it was Friday
Oh, okay.
until
Wow.
my my calendar notified me, and I said, "Oh my God!" I was actually I was actually doing a video, and then I saw the pop up.
Do you
So I
know?
ran, went to take a
Habits that
shower,
hold
and then yeah,
us back on our life journey. Okay. For me, usually, because we do things on Saturday now, everything is easy. And then the Sunday,
mm,
we pick the topic and I try to get everything done the Sunday. But
yeah,
because of this situation because of the book launch, I left it like I couldn't do anything till last night. And
yeah,
I'm like, oh my goodness. I was so tired too. And I say, if I leave
of
it,
course,
I said, well, come and sit here and I don't have anything to say. I mean, you will talk, but it won't be the same, right? And I'm like,
yes,
oh boy,
yeah, yeah,
I but I finished it yesterday. Even trying to rest, I couldn't even rest. Like I was so tired and broken yesterday. I'm like, oh boy. They tell you that when you get older, you shouldn't be pushing yourself so hard. You get tired. But I had a good sleep.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah,
important because
yeah,
when you don't sleep well, your day is all kind of messed up. You just
yeah,
drift through. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
what happens to me anyway
yeah.
when I don't sleep well. Yeah. Um. What else was I going to say? I had something in mind. Oh my. But it
Oh,
was an
baby.
exciting week though. Like I was
I know.
I was sitting here and waiting. I said, "Oh, I hope people are by." I actually went into
Hello, Ajua.
hello.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also learn a lot from you.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you,
we do.
thank you.
Actually, you didn't come on yesterday, right? She's gone for the
No, she
funeral or
didn't.
something.
She
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I kept going to check.
yeah.
Although, yeah. Anyway, um,
Okay, I'm going to share now.
yeah.
Like,
So some of the things do I forget things a lot now lately, as you can see from the videos. Most of the time,
mhm,
I'm talking and then I forget even what I was saying. I don't know if there's a. I need to research if there are foods and supplements for that because I
mhm.
think it's getting bad for me. And if I hadn't set the reminder for for today, it would have been a disaster.
I'll be calling you.
It would have been a disaster. So yeah, there are resources to help us in all kinds of situations. So we need to.
Actually,
Mm,
sorry, I was going to say, actually, there's this. Sometimes you see something and you say, okay, let me try it or something, because
hmm.
I'm also get suffering from that brain fog thing. So I
Yeah.
ordered some Pro Mind, something that I'm going to try. I said,
Okay.
oh, I need this. I need
Yeah.
this. Very important. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, people will say, oh, why should I don't trust this person and this and that. And this person is a doctor, and they were talking about it because they said their wife left their grandchild in a car in the hot sun, and so she got to figure
Oh.
that she was memory losses,
Yeah.
pre-Alzheimer's, that kind of thing, and we have to watch for those things. And I said, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I go and stand in a room and I don't remember why I
Why
was
you
in the
came to
room.
the room?
And they
Yeah.
said it happens to everybody, but still, for me, if I see something that's of interest, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try it.
Yeah. And
Because
it's
when they
also
do,
about the frequency too, right?
yeah,
That it
and
happens.
mhm. And when they do these things too, they go through FDA approval. They don't just get up and come and put any quack thing out there. So
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
some there can be scams and that, but if you're hearing a reputable doctor talking about something, I'm like, these are all parts of the what we're talking about, habits on life journeys. Are you willing to change things? Are you, so yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah. It is. It is very important. Yeah. And hmm, well, especially in Canada too, they're strict with those things because
mhm,
there are a lot of things that you can't actually get over the counter that you can get elsewhere. I've
mhm,
noticed that. Yeah.
yes.
Mm,
Okay, so let's see. Here it is. This is own it. So
own it.
own it, yes.
Sign.
Habits that hold us back on our life journey. So what are habits then? I thought
Mm,
about it. Then I said, oh, I was looking at attitude, but I didn't go and look at what a habit is. So
habit
it's
is, I guess, things that
like,
we do
yeah.
maybe without even thinking about it. I
Hmm.
don't know.
It's
Things that
like
we're used to doing
yes, we do it
so that,
over time. It's like
yeah,
it's a regular, settled or regular tendency or practice, one that is hard to give up. It is something you do over time. So if I have a habit of drinking coffee every morning, for example, or a habit of, oh, as soon as I wake up, you know, this is what I do.
yeah,
So habits, like if you are somebody, oh, I'm always negative, you've done it over time. So it's become
like
a habit.
automatic. It
Yeah.
comes. You don't have to think
Yeah.
about it to do it,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Yes. And I find too that the thing is that we take a lot for granted. we don't think about the we don't think about time
Mm. True.
and just how time is passing now. And nowadays, I say it a lot, time is short. Time is short. So somebody can say, "Oh, look at you at this age doing this," right? But I'm saying, I've done it now. I could have done it 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but
Facts.
I didn't have the mindset at the time. The important thing is that I've done something that is important to me. I've accomplished something.
Right.
So what about you? Like your habit every day, I get up, right? I'm going to work. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, my children. I have to take my children here. I have to carve out time for yourself
Mm-hmm.
to do what you have to do. Time in all this that we are talking about, 10 years ago you were a particular age, 15 years ago you were particular older than what you were the 10 ago. So
Yeah.
it keeps going. Time is passing by and time is wasting,
Yes.
and people are living with regrets. People are living with regrets.
It's
I
the worst
was
thing.
Yes, 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 yes. The worst thing you can do is to live with regrets, making
Mm.
any decision. Yesterday, I was in a room on Clubhouse, and the discussion was about a woman who was 40, hadn't been married before. Now she's going to get married to a pastor. And she's a doctorate. I think she's a lecturer in a university. She has a career going. And now the man is using the submission factor that she has to quit her job to come and be the pastor as well. So luckily for me in the group, it seemed like most of them were uh, Nigerians. And I said to a pastor friend of mine that, wow, this discussion is more eye opening. And I'm glad there's not some Ghanaian, whatever man in here spiritualizing this, because they said they didn't agree. And most of them didn't agree. And I wrote, the question is marriage her whole destiny or part of her destiny? She should
Yes.
not make any decision that will end in regrets. So we're talking of time,
Mm-hmm.
these things. So hasty decisions. Sometimes you're somebody who makes hasty decisions. Oh,
Mm.
I'm old, so somebody has come. I have to get married. You are not thinking through it. So
Yeah.
these are things, like
Yeah.
life
That's the
is
one.
any step that you take has consequences. So you need to think about it. Some decisions that maybe um, a person made long ago, maybe they wouldn't make them today, given the optics or given what you know right now.
Right now. Yeah.
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 For me, I watch a lot of things. There was some shows, right? You see
Mm-hmm.
some shows on TV and they seem so sleazy, so whatever. And if you want to be, oh, blah, 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 you just take a look and you learn something from it. I was telling Nana that one time I'm flicking through and I'm like, Temptation Island, what is that? And I want to look the usual things,
Yes.
couples who are in different stages of relationships and they don't know whether they are going or coming or what they want to do. So they've gone into a situation where other people have come in and maybe they might meet other people
Right.
and decide that they don't want to be that person.
With.
And I'm like, okay. But I'm looking at it and there's a couple who's been together for 7 years. I'm like, if you've been together for 7 years and the person can decide to marry you, why are you still with them? 7 years is
Mm-hmm.
a long chunk of
It's a
your
long
life.
time.
So I'm looking at the woman and you can tell she's in pain. And then there's another person, 3 years. So just when I was watching, I was just click, click, click. Because of my own personal experience, I'm like, no, I wouldn't do this. No, I wouldn't do that. And it's all learning, right?
Right. Right.
Yo, so we need to value time. You don't know how long you have. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are into the habit of wasting time, if you are somebody who's watching this, maybe that's what your takeaway will be. Yes. So habits can be good habits. It says good habits help us to succeed, and then the bad ones they they derail you. Yeah,
Yeah.
the bad habits will always derail you because you won't change them, and you keep they support us. Good habits support us as we move towards our goals, and bad habits they undermine our ability to succeed. So if you
Mm.
have bad habits that are limiting you, you need to take stock. We don't like to take stock. We just sit
That's
around.
the thing.
Oh, that's how I've always done it. Then you are sitting there. This thing is really bothering me, but tomorrow I'll to look at it, and we keep going, and the minutes keep passing. Right.
And don't
We
do
started
anything
at
about it.
9:30 or thereabouts. It's gone. It's 9:49 now.
Yes.
Can we go back there? We
No.
can't. Have you ever gone back in time? No.
No, I need those powers.
You wish, you wish, yeah. You wish, pa. Let me read
Time
Adjo's
traveling
comment.
powers.
He said, some habits that hold us back on our journey include procrastination. We have it. Fears,
Mm,
lies, doubt, insecurity, jealousy, enviousness, dishonesty, manipulation, deception, copycats, unnecessary competition, impulsivities, refusal to learn productive coping skills. Oh, tell me, lack
mm,
of understanding, lack of boundaries, misconceptions, misinformation, misinterpretation, devalued, lack of discipline, lack of respect, and lack of self-love. And that and some, it's just, so these are like, yeah, Ajo has listed a whole bunch of them.
mm-hmm.
So today we're going to look at, I mean, like some of those I said we'll go through this and then others will come up. So we'll probably, if we go through it quickly, then we can pick through some others too.
Some
So
other ones too.
yes, how does
Yeah.
our attitude hold us back? Like a
Yeah.
habit, so
Yeah. Attitude, when I was in a managerial position, if something made me mad, it wasn't because you didn't know the technical stuff, but
mm-hmm,
it's more the attitude that I was looking at of people, the
mm-hmm,
people that I was managing, because technical stuff can easily be learned if you
yes,
want to. But
mm-hmm,
attitude is very difficult to break.
mm-hmm,
And like, unless you make up your mind to do it, though.
yes,
Yeah. So attitude, it's very important because it's the way that you look at things and the way you tackle things and
mm-hmm,
the way you do everything is
yes,
based on your attitude. Because
mm-hmm,
if your attitude towards life is just
mm-hmm,
to grace through it,
mm-hmm,
it would show in everything that you do, because
mm-hmm,
you won't strive to be good or excellent, as we talked
yes,
about excelling. So you
yes,
just, anything goes for you kind of
mm-hmm,
thing, and it will show in your home, at work, like
mm-hmm,
everywhere, every aspect of your life. So
mm-hmm,
I think, yeah, attitude is very important, and we have good and bad,
yes,
yeah, attitudes, and the bad ones always produce negative results. So we should
mm-hmm,
know that um, whatever attitude that we have would not push us forward. It
mm-hmm,
keeps us stagnant. Um, and the biggest one is the attitude of not wanting to learn anything. It's just
not wanting to change.
no change,
Oh
because
gosh.
you're just okay where you are, so you don't even
Mm-hmm,
look for change, you don't even look for
yes,
things that will help you move forward, because and it comes back to taking stock, because if you don't take stock,
mm-hmm,
you don't even know that you're going somewhere to be better, to like, it's like you're blinded or walking through life like a zombie, just
yes,
going through the motions, and whatever happens,
happens.
family kind of attitude.
So I was going to
Everything is
say that,
family.
yeah, I was going to say that then with what you are saying, there's a whole group of people in that mindset. So
Yeah,
that becomes a drawback and we don't make progress
yeah,
as a people or as a nation.
yeah.
And the thing about it is that we are so used to that, it has become a fabric of the community that
It is.
anybody who doing something else outside of that is viewed as a threat.
Yes.
So when you were talking, I was thinking to myself that when you say attitude, like I'll say my personal story that any situation or any setting that I've been in, I do my best. That's just me. I try to do. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I believe in doing something. If you want to do something, you do it well, not haphazardly and
Yes.
shoddy work and this and that.
Yeah.
But then that attitude becomes a problem. People are not accepting of it. They
Yes.
think you are too much. They think this and that. And so it causes you to limit yourself. And then you are staying in those environments for no reasons. But you have to challenge yourself because
Yeah.
when I got out of those types of environment, then I realized, oh, there's things that I can do by
Mm-hmm.
myself with it because it's limiting.
Yes, it
And so
is.
as I'm saying this, there's people who are in friendships, they are in churches, they are in groups, and they are defined by the group dynamic. And so they find it so hard to break out.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
attitude, the general attitude of that group is affecting them. And you need to get out because you are one person. Yes, it's nice to be in a group, it's nice to belong, but you are one person and you are called on here to fulfill your destiny. There's
Your
something
own
you're
life.
here for.
Yeah.
So you have your own life, you have
Yeah.
your own brain in your head.
Yeah.
It's not somebody who will think for you.
Mm.
So, so you just, hello, Pastor P.
Hello.
You just can't live life being defined by a group dynamic.
Yeah.
You're an individual who's part of a group if you so choose. You can
Mm-hmm.
choose to do it alone. Sometimes you're in groups where they have to look at you and look at your talents and what you have you and help you to build, but they won't. And it's okay to get out and stand alone
Yeah.
because, like I say, I always go back to the concept of time. We don't have that much time.
We
We
don't.
just woke up today. We are sitting here. Somebody is going to be gone today. Somebody is going to be gone tomorrow and the next day and this and that. Maybe 3 days ago, they thought they had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Time. If you don't take anything from this topic today about habits that hold us back on our life journey, let time shake you up. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Make every minute meaningful. Even you as a human being, if you are walking about where in your house, or how do you feel inside? That should tell you. A
Yeah.
lot of us, we don't even want to acknowledge our feelings because if we go there, where people, we are so harsh when it comes to feeling. Oh, what are they crying about? Oh, what's wrong with them? Oh,
True.
this, because, and we think it's the right way. We are programmed wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You are a human being. You have emotions.
We
How
have
do you
emotion.
manage
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Stop spewing out on people in that negative manner and look at yourself. Like
Mm-hmm.
me, when I'm walking around my house or walking, I feel good. I feel, look, the weather has changed. Now when I'm inside working and I see the sunshine, I'm like, why am I cooped out? I get up
You go
lunchtime.
out.
I think I've gone for a walk 3 times this week already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I used to do my QB in the mornings. After I do my devotion, then I'll do my QB. But I'm like, oh, the sun is shining. Yesterday, I made the mistake. I went out. It was a bit cool, but coming home, just walking from the main to home, oh, it was so cold.
Oh,
I came home and I'm
oh
like,
yeah, because it
oh my,
got windy.
yeah. And I'm like, I put some mentholatum on, and then Nana said, Mom, put Vicks on your feet and put socks on. I didn't do it, but I'll continue today because usually I walk home, Musa, you don't see it right away. In the next 3 days, then you'll be
Oh,
sniffing or coughing. But I'm saying that, in my mind, I'm like, hey, I need to be, the weather is nice now. We've been stuck home. What
mm-hmm.
is this behavior of, oh, let me just stay home, let me just stay home? Go out, get some fresh air, do something. And
Yeah.
usually I like to go for a walk with somebody, but lunchtime, oh, I just get up and I go. Ajua doesn't like walking, so I don't even go and ask her. But Nana, Nana, oh, not today, oh, not, oh, I'll go on my bike. So, oh, this and that. She'll make you so many excuses. So, but Nana, yesterday, she thought her shift will get cancelled. So I said, oh, 3 o'clock, we'll go for the walk when I take a break. They didn't cancel, but she
Then
went to
she
work. I
went.
said, I'm going for my walk. You
Yeah.
have to get used to doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just a 30-minute walk around, then you come back and continue what you're doing. So
Yeah.
attitude, habits,
Yeah.
like we're talking about habits. If you just came on, this is the main topic, habits that hold us back on our
Mm-hmm.
life journey.
Yeah.
And when you're thinking of this, think about time. You have a
Mm-hmm.
finite amount of time. You don't know when you are leaving. So don't waste your
Mm-hmm.
time. Make your impact now. Only God knows that. You are born and then there's a dash and then the day it ends, they put the final thing there.
Mm-hmm.
So we take life for granted. We're too easygoing, too laid back. And then we
Yeah.
look down on the people who are pushing and doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but you are wasting your time even hating on somebody who's trying to accomplish their goals. So you are
Yeah.
wasting your own time. Learn to a good habit to form is being happy with yourself and learning to be happy and empowering or encouraging other people. That's a very good habit to have.
Yeah.
Ajua had this comment here, said other habits are lack of accountability, foolish enablements, double standards.
what's that?
Hypocrisy, sabotaging, pull down syndromes, propagandas, inability to function without someone directing you. When I
Mm,
draw put this comment, I laugh, but it is true. Oh, what should I do? What do you think I should do? Think about it yourself. Self-sabotaging, poor characteristics.
yeah.
Thank you. And then some people create their own downfall due to their incapabilities to do any or evolve. Okay. Self everything is imperative. Take charge of your life. Take
Yes,
charge of
this
your
is
life. So,
important.
yes. Yeah, do you have anything else to say about
Yeah,
the
I
attitude?
was also thinking that our priorities also determine our attitude, because the thing that you were saying about I think before we came on, or I don't, or when we came on, about some a woman who used to dress, who dresses really good,
Mm-hmm.
and yet their kid gets sent
Home from school
home
fee.
from
Yeah.
school, yeah, for lack of payment of school fees.
Mm-hmm.
So your priorities do determine your attitude towards life too. It
Mm-hmm.
determines where you put your effort, your money, your time.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to set our priorities straight,
Mm-hmm.
if we have any, because some, it's like anyway. Sometimes some things just
Well, Mount Sasso.
baffle me,
Yeah, yeah, seriously. Seriously.
and I find no words to, like, I can't.
Describe.
Yeah, because I don't know how people think sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you really have priorities, or you don't think about priorities, or like how does the mind function? Like, how does the decision making process go with you, or you
Mm-hmm.
just do things because you want to do them? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but yeah.
In
So
the
yeah, let's set our priorities also.
yeah. And you see, your attitude will drive you forward or it will hold you back. A
Yes.
lot of us are caught in negativity, self doubt. So
Mm.
you have to even check how you talk to yourself. Oh,
Self.
as for me, I can't do this. Oh, as for me, I'm this. Oh, my family, this. Oh, this and that. You
Mm.
can't be different. Do you have to work that script? I've said there's a script that we are given in our
Yes.
cultures. Every
Yes.
society has a particular script they give you. We know what ours is, and some
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't benefit people, especially women. So you
Yeah.
are going to sit down and say, "Oh, I'm a woman." So, oh, as for us, this is our attitude. The woman is not expected to do much. I'm at home. My husband goes to work. This and that. Yeah.
Yeah,
How's
because
that
this
working?
this pastor who doesn't want his wife to work,
Yes.
she can equally work, and because it's common here. My pastor works, his wife
Yes.
works as well. So why can't she work and be a lady
Yes.
pastor or whatever it is?
It's,
And
it's
I've
just a
also
man.
seen,
Mhm.
and we should also know that this the fact that you're married to a pastor doesn't mean it's even your calling to be a lady pastor thing. I've
Yes.
seen some wives of pastors who are struggling because they feel it's not their calling, and
Hmm.
because yeah, I don't know, we just
It's
take things for granted and
yeah.
think that anybody is everybody, or I don't know. I don't know
Even
how.
with that one, yeah, thankfully there was a pastor from that country that I mentioned who came and said that he saw that growing up. His mom was forced to leave her job. And
Yeah.
so he, as the firstborn, had to quit school and even be working. So he wouldn't advise that for anybody. It's not
Any.
right. And for a
Yeah.
man to expect that of a woman to quit their job like that, no. He said, even now, he knows, what you just said. Pastors work. They are
Yeah.
encouraged to get jobs. They are
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
So,
And
and maybe even,
also, we undermine the careers that we have. It's also a calling that God gives us.
yes, you've
If someone is a
invested in all
doctor,
this
it is a
education.
calling.
The topic was what was the topic again? Are men something about are men intimidated or something by successful women?
Yes,
Okay, so
that's the
somebody
topic.
has invested in their education, and because of your insecurity, you are going to ask them that they should quit their job to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Somebody said you should run
Yeah.
and run fast and far away from that. No, another person said better to marry at 45 and marry the right way than marry at 40 with regret. So
Yes,
we
exactly.
don't consider a lot of things. We just go through life doing things. You see, when you have the right attitude, you are always working to get better and you
Mm-hmm.
are prepared when opportunities come.
Yeah.
and then you choose the attitude you want to have. For me, I've said that I'd rather encourage people, be a supporter of people. Yesterday I was the videos that I did, not yesterday, it was Thursday.
Mm.
Somebody may be listening and not understand the concept of serving and supporting is very important. We don't know how to support people.
Mm.
We
Mm.
sit back and look down on people,
Yeah.
you know, like I believe that I've had, was it Ajua Odo making a comment that somebody refusing to watch her show because of the way she comes and she does her hand, whatever. That's so petty.
Really?
Like, yeah, you and I sitting here. Oh, these two women, omo ho ate omo na they are sitting there.
Uh-huh.
Look at them. People are so petty. It means you
Oh
haven't
my
grown.
God.
Your mind has not expanded.
They
You
won't
know?
listen to what she's saying, but they, oh my God. So,
Yes.
oh Lord.
Is Pastor P on the line? I'm going to put her on the spot. This morning on Facebook, I saw her singing a very powerful song, and I'm listening to her. I've heard Pastor P sing before, but I'm listening to her and I'm like, wow, what a powerful voice. I couldn't write it all on, um, in the comment, but I
Yeah.
said, let's go and cut a deal somewhere and make some money, Rabba. you know, like I
Yeah.
was uplifted listening to, like, hey, like, what is it? What
Yeah.
is it? Yeah, I see you doing all these videos. I'm like, how does she do this? What is that voice? Yeah, as Pastor P said, we need to come
Pastor
for
P.
lessons. You know,
Yeah.
you could be doing a coaching class teaching people that and paying, what do you call it? Having them pay a fee. So we're coming to sit here and be discouraging people and putting people down because, oh, I look at her, I don't like her. I don't like the way she does it. And meanwhile, that person is moving and you are stuck. Hello, Pastor P.
I'm here just cooking.
We'll come for lunch. Ajua says a lot of people settle for less because they have conformed to the norm with oppression and slave mindsets and dependency. Yes,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
are following the script. They refuse to
Yes.
throw the script away
Yeah.
and make their own or write their own script. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we should just move to, if we have to come back, then we'll come back to
Sure.
some of the other, yeah, procrastination. Or should we? It's 10:07. I'll wait till 10:15 and go on a break. Yeah.
Okay.
So, how does procrastination hold us back on our life journey? Procrastination as a habit.
That's a habit.
Mhm.
Because once in a while you would have to procrastinate when things are a lot on your plate. That's not what we are
Yes.
talking about. But
Mhm.
when it becomes a habit,
Mhm.
then and some of the things also that causes procrastination is fear, right?
Yes.
Because before you do something, sometimes you're afraid it might fail, or you're
Mhm.
afraid what if somebody says that, and then you
Mhm.
keep procrastinating. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow, and you never do it. And
Oh, you're
oh,
welcome.
yeah, and that might be your purpose in life. It could be
Mhm.
something that is going to fulfill you, and you don't even
Mhm.
know that if you don't
Mhm.
do it. So procrastination stops us from fulfilling our purpose in life, because
Mhm.
if you don't do it, you wouldn't know it.
Mhm.
Ooh, if you don't do it, hashtag, if you don't do it.
You wouldn't know it. That reminds me. Wow. And yeah, keep them coming.
Oh,
Keep them coming. Awesome. Yeah,
nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so fear and sheer laziness too is,
Yes.
yeah, just refusing to take a step,
Put
or
in any effort.
yeah, make any effort in life. And that goes back to the doing things anyhow and just being okay with it. Because if you're not okay with where you are, you're taking stock, like, it'll be difficult to procrastinate a lot,
Mhm.
because you're pushed to do something, and that push, like, it gets really strong if you really want to achieve
Yes.
something, right?
Yes.
So your that push also helps you to overcome whatever hurdles that might come your way. So
Mhm.
procrastination has never it's not a good thing. It's a
No.
negative, a really bad thing.
Mm.
And yeah, let's even give the example of what was I going to say? Yeah, I was going to relate it to skills.
Mhm.
If you don't do something, if Pastor P doesn't come to sing on Facebook, how would you know she's skilled enough? And
Yes.
if she was interested, somebody could discover her. And
Yes.
yeah, that could be her purpose in life. That could be
Ex-
something that might
mhm.
help somebody, just like
Mhm.
it's uplifting our spirits and all that. You could be
Yeah.
contributing to somebody's life. But
Mhm.
in our culture, we don't really think about contributing to people's life. We rather think about taking from people instead. So
Mhm.
yeah, procrastination. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
For me, if I have to do something, like the push is so strong that it really bothers me when it's not done. So it becomes like a sickness or a disease. I have to get it done.
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes I
Yeah.
get in trouble for it, but yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Ajua says, my attitude is a mixture of beneficial skills that help me grow and be successful in life. Amen to that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
procrastination is a thief, period. I read somewhere that procrastination is a thief of time, and then it's
Mm.
also a thief of joy because you are not
Oh
doing
yeah.
what you are supposed to be
Supposed to
doing.
do.
So you'll be feeling very miserable.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
yeah, what you said, like, when you know you are as a human being generally, when you know that you are stuck somewhere, not doing what you're supposed to be. You feel this stirring in your soul. It's uncomfortable. You feel that you're unhappy. What's
Yeah.
wrong? What's
Yeah.
wrong? You keep asking yourself. And if you don't act on it and do the work to find out and move forward, correct it and move forward, that's when you
Mm-hmm.
become miserable and bitter. And then, you know, your bitterness will be spewing out on other people
Other
because
people, yeah.
they have done their work and moving on, and then you wonder, oh well, how come they are doing that? Everybody's work is different. It's individual. I can't be doing what YAA is doing. I can't be doing what Pastor P is doing. Like we all have different. Ajua is doing something different. We're all on
Yeah.
different, similar but different paths, and we have
Yeah.
to acknowledge it and realize it. If you are comfortable and stuck in your rut because you think you're a woman and this is what is
Mm.
expected of you, don't think that I have to be there with you.
Yeah.
I'm running an individual race. Yes, I was born a woman, but it doesn't mean that I shouldn't do anything with my life.
Yes.
I'm not called to live a wasted life. Nobody is called to live a wasted life. It's
Mm.
just we don't get the signals early enough, or we're oblivious. We're just coasting and drifting around, and sometimes it might be too late to live your best life.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says that if you have a to-do list and then you've kept there's items that are on there for too long, that is procrastination because
Oh
you
yeah,
run
that's an
away from it.
indicator for it.
Yes, you run away from things. It's like, hello, Nanaraba, how are
Hello.
you? Thank you for making me that lovely poster. I loved it. And I made sure I gave you the credit for it because I can't steal it and put it there and say I did it. No.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well.
Oh, Cape
So
Coast. You
yeah.
should go and visit my son.
Where is he?
He's in Infanspim.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, okay, okay. So yeah, it's like when you are procrastinating, you are somebody who's demotivated, you are
Yeah.
disillusioned, you don't care about life. It's dull, dull. You're just sitting there. You're afraid, like the fear, or
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
also be perfectionism. I have to
Oh
do it
yeah.
only
That's
when
the
it's
other one.
great. Yes, it's like me. I've said before that Nana is a good baker. I used to bake before when they were young. The kids, the girls were younger, but I'm like, now I can't be bothered. She can just take a recipe and boom, boom, put it together and it tastes good. But you are like, oh, maybe it will mess up. Oh, this, oh, that. If it doesn't work the first time, try again.
Yes.
You
That's how
know,
we learn.
we have to give ourselves permission to fail.
Exactly.
It's like we are so rigid, so critical that, oh, this person did that and it failed. So if you go and do it, it will fail. No, I can fail 10 times and keep trying.
Yes.
Hmm. Hello, Miss Sage. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to have you. Yeah, it's like it's part of life. Our culture, our community, we need to give ourselves permission to fail. Let's stop putting thank you. Let's stop
That's your
putting
name on it.
people down. It does, but you did it, so I gave you the credit. Thank you.
Yes.
You know, like, let's stop what we are doing, not allowing people to be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shh, you didn't keep quiet. You talk too much. That's how we start. Shh, a child should be seen and not heard. Quiet, this, that. And then we've created a society of timid people. So when you step outside the mode, then people try to reel you back in. No, come back in here. And then they knock you down. No, some of us will refuse to be knocked down. We are on a journey.
Yeah.
You are on a journey. Maybe you've not realized it, but you can't sit around letting people bully you into submission. Every time they are bullying, especially women. A lot of women are bullied and are coward because, oh, this is what's expected of me. Oh, look at that woman. Then they come and tear each other down. For what?
Sad.
Instead of encouraging each other.
Yeah.
You know? So procrastination, like, you know what? Learn to prioritize, take the smallest. You can't do everything at once. That's what that book that I talked about, do the one thing. If you are doing everything at once, then it's not a priority. Take one thing, work through it, finish it, and be happy with yourself. Move on to the next. But procrastination, time is flying. It's a thief of time and your joy. You'll never have peace of mind until you are doing what you are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So if you are sitting around feeling miserable, you know, oh, I'm very good at crocheting, and I'm supposed to be, you know, crocheting some items, like working in that area and doing things, and you are sitting there being miserable because you're afraid. That is your clue right there.
Yeah.
Why are we so afraid to step out and do something? You know, it's like me. Okay, so this book launch is done. There's other things that have to be done. You know, like, I have to get people, even though the book is not uploaded, we are doing these programs so anybody can do a review, because you've heard us talk about Own It. So, you know, and then there's the summary, the introduction, that when you order the book, that introduction. So please read it. And then if you somebody who's come on these programs, so you know what you're talking about, please go on there and write me a review, because that also helps the ranking. Even though we reach the top of the chart, number one new release, number one in a category, like number one in 4 areas, still you need those reviews. So it's so important. At one time, like, my coach was telling me, look at this guy, look at his book. Some guy had written an entrepreneurial book, I forget the title, and he was in number 1 and I was in number 2. At some point, I was number 1 and his was number 2. And Dr. Fred said, look at this guy. He has 9,300 and something reviews, and your book is number 1 now. It's big. So you capture it at the point in time. So at this point in time, yeah, I can safely say that I've become a best-selling author.
Yay.
So thank God for that. But like I said, the official notice, I'll get it tomorrow.
Right.
Ajua says, we all know our existence plus date of birth, but do not know our expiration date. So when we procrastinate on things we do not have control of, we slow ourselves down. Yes. Nanaraba says, we are cork. When and if you push us underwater, we'll always rise. But I am guilty of procrastination. Mine is laziness more than fear. Nanaraba, I hear you. I like your cork description. Yes.
Yeah.
You push me and I'll rise.
Yeah.
Because you get into an environment where people want you to be quiet, don't do anything, you are too much, this and that, and you have to push yourself and get out from under those environments. Oh, thank you. I'll get official. Tomorrow is graduation day, so I'll get official notification. Thank you. So, let's take a break and then we'll come back. Do you think we are done on procrastination, or we should? Hey, you know what? I was going to talk also about learned helplessness.
Okay.
Because of our procrastination, the society has become that. Yeah. But this one is a big one. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that and then I'll come back and finish it off. Where are we?
These are some of the things or topics that I talk about on my channel. So please head out there and check it out. TikTok. Yeah, and you can share all my previous videos as well to support me.
So we need lessons. Yeah, you have to get a group together and start teaching us. So there it is. These are YAA'S products. Please go and support her. She's
Yes.
doing an awesome job, and I have to get
Thank
there
you.
myself. So there it is. Own it. Yes, the
Okay.
book of the hour. It's still available for pre-order at 99 cents. I haven't changed the price yet. It's going to go to $5.99. So you still have a chance to pre-order at that price.
Mhm.
Don't procrastinate. It's going to be gone to $5.99. So we had the book launch, the pre-launch on Thursday, and it was very successful. So I thank you all for your support. This resource is to serve and support you as you go on your own life journey. Look, there's habits that we have that we don't even recognize or take account of. We are so laid back, so loosey goosey about
Hmm.
life, and we sit back and we ridicule and mock people who are busy living their best life. How
Yeah.
about you also get on that boat and live your best life? And this resource will give you some insights on areas to look at and correct, because there's self-reflective actions that you have to take to enable you to get it right. So we'll park it right there for now. And let me see some comments. Ajua says some people sit around waiting for another to fix their problems for them, or for God to open up the sky and drop their blessings from the sky without working for it. Every good thing and lasting Every good thing and lasting requires effort, realistic goals, strategic planning, skills development, empowerment, and many other skills. Thank you, Ajua. I can't begin to imagine.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you, Pastor P. Thank you. Hard work always pays off. When I started this, I kept putting things off and this and that, but I said I am stubborn. I don't give up. Nobody's going to come and tell me that, oh, you are old, so you should stop doing something. Nah, you're still breathing. You have life in you. You got to kick it. Just go. Yes. Thank you. So yeah, let's wrap up procrastination, right? And then go to entitlement.
Right.
Just leaving things for too long doesn't help you.
Yeah.
And look, your fear, you need to work on your fear. Do you know the fear that I had doing this program when I was told to go and do a book club? I'm like, who? What? How? No, you get what I mean.
Yeah,
You're living
that's
your
true.
quiet life. There's not too many people around you. So who am I going to?
Ooh.
But then I realized, okay, start taking the steps, right? Just start taking like every little thing, go through the modules, do this, do that. I'm like, even now, he said reviews. I'm like, how can people do a review on a book that is not
They
out?
have
But
to
there's
read
enough
it.
information. We've done programs. So I've said it right here. So
Yeah.
it's a start. And I know I know the people who will go and do it, at least if I get two, three, four, it's a start, but
Right.
it's something that you have to keep building up. So this part is done, but there's still more work to do. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
keep going. You don't stop. Never be afraid to try. Never be afraid to try. Like, don't be afraid, We are so fearful of what people in our society, we care too much about what people are thinking, what people are saying. Imagine you throw this link to somebody, oh, thumbs up, oh, this. It means go and get it. Like, listen, I'm saying it again. We have to learn how to support people. All this procrastination, sitting, oh, she's doing something, I can't do it. You can do it. You can do anything. It's your mind that you have to set to it. You can do it. I don't know how to do photography. If I decide that I want to get into photography, I can go and learn.
Yeah.
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 It's not that hard. I mean, oh, thank you, Nanaraba. And yeah, easy.
Work.
It thinks that procrastination, if we were to sit and listen to what people said about us, how people felt about us, we wouldn't do anything in life.
True.
All I want to say is this: I don't care. I don't care what you think. It's what I think of me.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I'm coming to speak into your life, it better be something good. I can't come and say negative unless you're doing something and I'm saying, hey, you this thing here that you're doing, maybe do that. Yes, on Amazon, Pastor P. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I will give more details here. I mean, it's on the book, the page where the book is. I think there's a part for reviews, but I'll go do my research and give you the information. Yeah. So, because it's a question that there's some questions that have come into my mind post review, and I say I have to ask Dr. Fred, so I know, yeah.
Exactly.
You see nothing, you don't stop. Oh, I'm done here. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. Build on it. Build on it. So yeah, you can't. You have to be confident and comfortable enough to say that you don't care about your friends or your posse's what call opinions, because there are people, all they know is to put people down. They
Yeah.
have PhDs in that.
Yeah.
And we allow people to take over our lives too much. Don't
Mm.
give that power to somebody. Look, I can ask Ya for advice. I can talk to Ajua. I can talk to Nanaraba. I can talk to Message. I can talk to Pastor P. They'll give me good advice. At the end of the day, maybe I'll say, I decide what I want to do. I'll pick a combination of what they said
Yeah.
and do it. But if I don't pick Pastor P's advice, is she going to come and say she won't talk to me again? She's mad at me. But people do that.
People do it. Yes.
People do that. It's like if I don't, for me, the thing is that because I know you guys, and if you've told me to do something, I'm not able to do it, or I'll say, oh, thank you for the advice, but this is what I decided. So I'm doing this, this,
Yeah.
this, and oh, okay, fine. And you could try this too, and they'll throw in something. But we just sit there and we're afraid. The fear, timidity, it has gripped. It's a full-scale disease in our community. I think that that topic needs a separate. It's
Yeah.
it's
The
too
fear
much.
and timidity. Yeah.
It's too much. It is too much. So procrastination. Do things on time. Don't put things off for. Oh yeah, talking of procrastination. When my husband left, I'm like, oh, I'm going to clean the house. But I've been so busy with it. I'm going to clean the house. It's springtime. Let's clean. Let's clean.
He's here.
Today is March 26th. But now that this is done, I'm going to, like, that's how, oh, I'm going to do this. I need to clean out my closet. I need to do this. I need to do that. But you get to it. You know it's
Right.
there. You'll do it. Yeah.
Right.
Nanaraba is a mind reader. That's our next
That's
topic.
yeah.
Entitlement mentalities. So, yeah, do you want to wrap up on procrastination?
Oh yeah.
You know,
Because we talked about laziness too, and Anaraba
mhm,
brought it up. So
yeah.
I think that most of the time when the thing looks too big, if we
Mm-hmm,
break it down,
mm-hmm,
then it becomes easier to tackle. So
mm-hmm,
if you have to do something, I'm sure there are some sub little things that you have to do towards whatever that you have to do. So if
mm-hmm.
you break it down and you give yourself time to tackle it one at a time,
Yes.
then that will make it easier for
Mm-hmm,
you to do. It makes it
mm-hmm.
look more achievable and
Yes.
simpler. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it. Fear
Yeah.
and laziness was what we said
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
them. Yeah,
Very good. Break it down and take it a little bit at a time.
yeah.
I'll read the last two comments and then we'll go to the entitlement. So Esther, hello Esther.
Hi.
They say procrastination is the thief of time. It is also the thief of talents. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
many talents go unutilized due to procrastination. I am as guilty as most other people. It is very true. It's so true,
Yeah.
right? Just,
Yeah.
yeah, you have something, bring it out because you don't know who you're going to impact.
In
You are
fact,
here to
yeah.
bless other people. We're not just here for ourselves, but
Yeah.
in our community, we only think of ourselves. So we
Yeah.
are very, we tend to be very stingy. We keep things close to our chest. We don't give it out. But when you
Mm-hmm.
give it out, oh my goodness. So, yes, good point. Thank you.
Yeah.
A message says, work while you work, play while you play. All
Mm-hmm.
that you do, do with your might.
Yes.
Things done by halves are never done right. M.A. Stoddart. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so moving on to entitlement.
Entitlement.
Habits that hold us back. This is a big one.
A huge
Entitlement.
one is like
Woo! Oh my goodness. I've met some entitled people in my time. Gosh, you
we say
know?
that the generation now feel entitled, but it started way back in our
Yes.
community. Like
Hmm.
we feel we have the right to other people's pockets. We have the right to other people's time, especially because we don't value
Time.
time.
We waste people's time.
Yeah, yeah. And if you can't do something for someone, it's like they hold it against you. Meanwhile, you have things to do.
Hmm.
We don't value time. So when someone has to do things and they tell you, okay, I won't have time to do so and so for you, especially friends and family, they're the worst
Oh,
offenders
tell me
because
about it.
they
Oh
feel
my
they owe
gosh.
you.
And they are such takers. They don't want to give, but they want you to
Yeah,
give, give,
yeah,
give, give. Like, are you what? Chopped liver or the sacrificial lamb? Me too, I'm a person. And I'm also running my race and I'm on my journey. You don't know my life. You don't know
yeah,
what I go through. So,
yeah,
like give it a break. Cut people some.
yes.
So entitlement is like special treatment on the
Hmm.
basis of something people don't deserve. They think they're
Yeah.
entitled, like
Oh, yeah.
they haven't worked for it. You haven't, like, who
Like,
are you
it's
that you
like the
think that
world
you can.
owes them.
Yes, you've come into my environment and you think that, oh, because you are this, I should, like, what makes you feel that way?
Hmm.
I know of one lady, she said of her older sister, because the older sister is such a diva, she goes, I'm also the centerpiece. What makes you think that I should get out of the way and put you in there? We're all centerpieces. It's
Hmm.
just we choose not to believe in ourselves. That's why people come and use and abuse us. But if you treat yourself as a centerpiece, you won't put up with this kind of entitled behavior.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. Sometimes you try to help people, your own family members that you've helped, then they'll turn on you. And I'm like, I was trying to help you, oh, and you, mom, you are turning on me. For
Hmm.
what?
Yeah. We like
It's
to
so
take things
sad.
for
It's so
granted.
sad to watch. Some of it comes from like the upbringing. In family, some people are more special than others. Hey,
Yes.
me, I was not special. Oh. I fought my own way. I'm still fighting my own way. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm hard that way. That don't think that if you've been pampered, don't feel that I should come and also pamper you. Let's all
Pamper
pull
you.
our weight. You help me, I'll help you. Aha, Nanaraba has brought a point. Some African mothers have groomed our boys in such a way
Hmm.
that they feel entitled. Now we have to do damage control. Many marriages are suffering because of such upbringing. Oh my gosh. I
Yes,
think this should
very
also
true.
be a separate topic.
Yeah.
This one here, right there.
The broad one. Yeah.
Yeah, I always make
Come
that
on.
comment. Who is raising the boys? Who is raising
Yes.
the men? You know? As I'm saying this, let me be writing this. Uh-huh. So,
Oh,
sorry.
no, I was going to ask what was the theme for the Women's Day again? Because that was my thing.
Oh, breaking the barrier or something.
Yeah, something. How
Breaking the bias. Breaking the bias.
breaking the bias. That was what I was going to talk about. That I think that our contribution would be to raise our
Hmm.
boys differently because
Yes.
it's the men who
Yes.
have these biases and treat
Yes.
us that way. Yeah.
Hmm. So Ajua says entitlement is one of the certain conditions within our society communities, and the worst part is those who enable such limited behaviors. Tell me, Ajua, it's like, oh, a man goes out and cheats, and then another woman comes and says, oh, men will be like that. When he comes home, pamper him. Really? When he's bringing me diseases, I should pamper him? No. Pastor P says procrastination is the thief of success too. Just
Yeah.
adding to all that I've said, I wrote it on my platform. Procrastination is not just a thief of time, but gives joy and peace. Thank you. So if you feel so entitled, and then even the society, some of these, they say the media, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm special. So you
Yeah.
have to treat me special. But hey, you know what? It doesn't work that way. We all are special. And you need to get rid of that entitled attitude and do what you have to do to move your life forward, because you are on a journey. You can't expect people to all just come and pamper you every time. It's
Yeah.
like you're creating, they said a mother who does these things, they are over pampering, over protecting, and all that stuff. How are you
Yeah.
helping the child?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
are you helping the
Yeah.
child? Hmm.
Not teaching them responsibility.
Yeah.
This entitlement thing on a large scale, that's what keeps most of our people here when they come. It keeps them in their projects because they feel the government should provide what everything and for them,
Oh, thank you.
and they get stuck in the projects, and it becomes like a generational
Yes.
thing, and then hard for
Yes.
the kids to get out too, because
Yeah.
that's what they see, that's what they grow up with.
Hmm.
And now on the news you hear people being shot and stuff, and it's drug related, and you hear some Ghanaian names, and it's so sad. you know it's I don't know.
And you know what? Yeah. Some of it too is that it's not that um they do it to cheat the system to be in those places.
Mm-hmm.
And yet the money, they have monies that they are making, and they are building big mansions back home. And you're
Yes.
talking with your child, right? Me,
Mm-hmm.
they'll come and insult me that I haven't built a house back home. When I go to Ghana, I have somewhere to sleep. That's all I worry about
That's
for
the way
now.
you live.
Because we made sure that we lived in a good neighborhood so that our children
Yes.
will also feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
It makes a difference,
It
because
does.
if you go and live in these areas, the influences, just as you said, you are seeing
Yeah.
Ghanaian names in some of these stories.
Yeah.
And so you, the parent, you see, we don't remember earlier I said about our harsh behaviors. We are so lacking of emotional intelligence. We don't think through things, and we think it is okay that our children not get the best, and yet you kill
Mm-hmm.
yourself for family members who don't give two hoots about you. Your
Yeah.
own children, if you look after them well, at least when you're an old person, they'll come and fetch you water or come and buy whatever for you.
Yeah.
you
They
know
they will
You-
have the ability to do that.
yes,
Yeah.
you have to. It's not like, I mean, they tell you that even if you raise your kids right, don't look at them as your meal ticket in this environment. They tell you
Exactly.
that seriously. But I'm saying that a lot of parents are miserable because their children are not minding them. And they go, oh, my children are not minding me. You reap what you
It's
sow. Were you
heartbreaking.
invested in their upbringing?
Yeah.
Or were you busy running around going to your functions and your new clothes and your building mansions back home and your side chicks and your whatevers?
Mm.
And these children, you were in a particular rank on the lower ranks of the society. And so when you've had the opportunity, you should be pushing your child up
Yeah.
so that they rub shoulders with the people here. Like me,
Yeah.
I always said that, look, um, working crowd work. Sometimes you write something, people tell you, oh boy, you write very good English. I wish all these
You
other
speak
people
good
could do
English.
that. Some lady, an admin officer, said that to me before. They'll tell you, I said, despite knowing the English, they'll tell you have an accent. I look at my kids and I laugh and I say, you have the opportunity. You talk like the Canadians. You've
Yeah.
rubbed shoulders with them. Get
Yeah.
going.
It is
Yeah.
an advantage, whether we like
Yes.
it or not. Yeah.
Yes, so push your children instead
Yeah.
of, why do you want to put them in poverty when you can push them into glory? Like, what
Yeah.
is that? We are not invested in our children. We don't know that that is your legacy, in the sense of you build them up so that they also have a good life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here right now, okay, I'm saying that um we made sure the children went to school, did whatever. So at least they are not going to come and say, Mommy, do this for me, Mommy, do that for me. They are earning their own money.
Yeah.
I may not have a lot of money to show, but that is what I did, my investment, so that they also become responsible adults to take
Yes.
responsibility and accountability for their own life journey. So it's not on me. But if you are pampering the child and the child won't go to school, the child is not doing well, they'll be 30 and they'll be saying, oh, Mom, I need this. They'll even come and beat you up and go and get your money to go feed their whatever
Oh,
habits they
yeah.
have out there. So we need to take these seriously. It's just so sad. It's just so sad. Nana Araba said, I was cut to the heart when I watched a documentary where our African women were the chief propagators of female genital mutilation, FGM. They felt so entitled to these practices, it was annoying to watch. Nana Araba, don't get me started. Like, you know
Hmm.
what? Expand your mind. Expand
Yeah.
your mind. Like,
Yeah.
why do you feel entitled? Somebody will say, oh, yeah, what is it? I did it and it helped me not to be promiscuous. So my daughter should also go do it. What
Oh,
kind of nonsense
nonsense.
is that? Yeah, it helped you not to be promiscuous, but are you enjoying sex with your husband
Mm-hmm.
right now? Or you are just talking and being holier than thou? Like we are such hypocrites, you know? We are such hypocrites. Adjoa says, for society communities who value the dead more than when the person they claim to love is alive, equivalent to toxicity and unhealthy environments to be raised in. Lord have mercy. Adjoa is very sad. It's very sad. Our attitudes, our mentality, all this that we are talking about here, somebody will come and listen and go, oh, but what? You know what? We are programmed wrong and we
We
need
are.
to own it. We need to own it. Hypocrisy, the lies, all the statements that it's not going to help us. We are
Mm-hmm.
not doing well. You see, Adjoa, I was saying that because of this entitlement, this whole society is in a state of learned helplessness.
Yeah.
Oh, menya yo na bebuami, come and help
Aha.
me. I have a funeral. Oh, come and help me. I've given birth. Ajua, how many children have you had named after you now that you have to go and look after? Oh, I'm naming my child after you. So when was I
It
there when
becomes
you were
your
making that child?
responsibility.
Was I there? You know, we are so entitled. Oh, my brother is abroad. And then when they call you, they are giving you these big, big sums. Oh, bring me 500 pounds. Oh, bring me this.
I
Okay.
know.
Like, really? What am I, your workhorse? No, no, seriously. We are so entitled. It's just affecting us. It's just affecting us. And people like that, they make unrealistic demands and they are so self-absorbed. There's
Yeah.
something I read. It said, like the alphabet, I comes before you. So I come before you. Like, who made you so special? I'm also the centerpiece, you know? Like, everybody is equally important. We need to give that regard and honor to people and stop using people and expecting people. Oh, yes. Pastor P has a comment. As we are listening, let's all press the emoji too to push the video in algorithm highlights. Thank you, Pastor P. Please do that, will you? Thank you.
Mm,
So, like, we feel that people owe us. We are so entitled.
yeah.
I'm important, and they bully you and they manipulate. Oh, you didn't do this for me, and they are having all these pity parties, feeling sorry for themselves.
Yeah.
Do you stop to think why you are in the pity part? Because everybody is ignoring you because it's too much. Get out of it. Get out of it. You know, like you're sitting there, oh, I can't do this because I'm a woman. I can't. There's a lot of enterprising young women. Who was it who shared something about a pilot yesterday, a young Ghanaian pilot? I'm like, that's right.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, oh my goodness. When you see some have got the memo, yeah, they've got the memo and they are doing so well. And others too, still in a state of learned helplessness. My husband will look after me. Oh, I'm raising my children. I Nana Araba says, reminds me of the pregnant woman who was left at the hospital. Staff told the woman is dead. 12 relatives came to the hospital within 2 hours to meet a healthy woman and her baby. They were so upset. Ah! So, so they enjoy the dead than
Hey.
goodness. What a mentality. Oh my goodness, what a mentality. Wow, 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 wow.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's, you know what? People like that, you set clear expectations with them
Mm-hmm.
and then don't get pulled into their dynamics, like um feeling
You
sorry
have to
for
call them
yourself.
out.
Yes, call them
You
out.
shouldn't
Yeah.
be, yeah.
And they are manipulative, they are bullies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are people, they see other people as threats or competition, you
True.
know, because they think that, oh, I'm supposed to be this. This is why. No, 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 no,
Because of
no. We
their low
don't do that.
self-esteem too. Because
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
To get around
And
these behaviors. Sorry,
y-
yeah.
yeah, I was going to say that this entitlement thing, it's not automatic that if you give birth here, they're going to be like that. It's the upbringing. When people
Yes.
like when I'm in a Ghanaian gathering and they're talking, oh, ahankola da, I don't feel me cry me, yeah, and I always tell them that
Come again. Manti, what's wrong with
like
you?
unze almost say ahankola da me or the maybe I go to home. I always tell them it's their upbringing. The white
No.
people that you see doing that is their upbringing. It's not all
Yes.
of them. Because
No.
I know people who visit their moms, their parents every week.
Mm-hmm.
They do their groceries for them. That like they do what we do back home for,
Mm.
and they are pure Caucasians.
Yes.
And it's because of their upbringing.
Yes.
So you bring up your child how you want them to be. Don't just leave it on autopilot and let the
Mm-hmm.
TV be
Mm-hmm.
their nannies,
Yeah.
automated, and then you treat them like how these
Uh,
how the badly brought up kids, white kids are. You
yeah.
get the same results. It's like a computer, garbage in, garbage out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You have me laughing so hard because I'm sitting here saying to myself now, these my children, how I've suffered and suffered, how many rights have I given? So I'm thinking of a dream. See, I mean, sure, I drew up and I said she will go and put me in old people's home there, not just a sonora. I'll be in my house and you come and look for me or look, check in
yeah,
on me. Yeah,
yeah,
seriously, seriously.
yeah.
Let me read address comments. I had one tenant couple name their child after me, and I found myself being responsible for their responsibilities with time. So I put a stop to it. Thank you, thank you,
Mm.
thank you. Oh, Doc, Auntie
Unfortunate.
Yapa, baby, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sister Comfort Mreku, thanks for joining us. Yes, thank you. And then Nanaraba says, if they name you after their kids, oh Lord have mercy, you are dead. Yes. Author one. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you. I receive it.
Yes.
I receive it. Hey, it's a lot to unload. Our people generally we feel so entitled.
Yeah.
Let's put it. We feel
Yeah.
so entitled. Do this. Listen to this. People, yeah, you mentioned the projects and people dying, and there's Ghanaian names in these on these
Mm-hmm.
lists. So let's talk about this. You go there and you've gone and built this mansion for these people there.
Mm.
You are their workhorse. That home that you have built is your funeral home. Maybe when you die, they
Oh
won't
yeah.
even go and pass you in front of the house, but
No.
you won't live in there. And they are living in there, and they
Hmm.
call you to come and pay all the bills, and you are paying. We were talking about this one somewhere, and a gentleman wrote that is my story. Oh. Look at
Hmm.
how
It's
entitled they are.
sad.
So the house, Krano, I'm making. Oh gosh.
That's what
A comment that she put that if they name you after
oh,
you, then
the the woman who gave birth.
you're no, no, seriously, think about it.
Mm.
Oh, dear, show, as they'll say in Chill, Jai Jimino. Like, wow, you spent
It's
your hard
true.
earned cash. You've deprived your children of living in nice environments. You put up these structures over there, and
Mm.
they come and call you. There are people, even when they go home, they don't even have a room in their own house to sleep in. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And you call this family, but you have forgotten your own children that came out of your loins. You've forgotten them.
Yeah.
Look, there are a lot of children in the diaspora who fit this bill, what we are
Oh
talking
yeah.
about. And if you
Yeah.
are to interview them, their story is so miserable. And
And a
so,
lot of them came, they didn't let them go to school
mm,
because they let them come because they wanted them to come work and help them right away. And they were in their teen years. Most
oh,
of them, a lot of them are in their 40s now. Those who came when they are called the KLM
you
children.
told me that before.
Yes.
Oh, 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 oh.
And if they don't do that, they just let them leave the house. And so most of them are still finding their feet because they left home, they got credit cards, they're
Mm-hmm.
in a whole lot of debt. Like it
Oh,
takes a whole lot, to stabilize. And if you don't have
mm-hmm.
that mindset to really fight
Mm-hmm.
and get off it, I know one person who has actually gotten out of that thing. But if you look at those children, it's
Mm-hmm.
like the same thing runs through.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
it's really
tragedy.
really really
It's very,
sad
very
thing.
sad. Very, very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Would you believe? Let me tell you something. So I'm looking at Nana and Ajua right now. They are Canadian citizens with Canadian passports. So you know me, I love it. With your boo boo table, now we've broken off the legs. It's a pants ram. So so I'm looking at them and I say, oh, Munkonko worry so that we make money. Can you imagine? There are people who
True,
are into their
they
children.
push them. Yeah,
And then the men come and use these girls and abuse them. And then our basa, how can you, a parent, how can you be so callous?
yeah,
How can you be so callous? And how much money are we talking about? The limited mindset
exactly.
into 50,000, be 20,000. Is that what will build you? Like we don't think big into, we think say 20,000, 50,000. Not that I'm saying it's not money, but think big.
And yet the
The
worth,
bigger, yeah. How?
you have to compare it with what you're weighing it with. Is
So
it
your
worth
child,
the happiness of
yeah.
your child and you as well
Oh,
because it falls on you.
yes. Like the things that you hear, it's like, whoa. Nancy Crown, I've stopped listening to a lot of things. So I don't even know what's going on, but it's so sad. It's so, like, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This entitlement, we are so, and then this thing about paper. And maybe somebody will say, well, me now, my own sister told me that, oh, it's all the one, right? I didn't ask my parents to come and born me in Canada. Oh. Me to me,
That
baby, me ebe wo me to her,
still na
please.
Canada no buy one rate. Hey,
Oh, already. Hi, that is
child
so hard.
trafficking.
Obinim. Yes. Pastor P said, I sacrificed for my daughter so she won't even have student loan. I don't have student loan. Why should my children? Thank you. Hey, you see, so when we sit around and we think we are the best, we judge everybody. We judge our brofo. But
Yeah.
look at the things that we do.
Mm-hmm.
you know obroni is obroni. They'll tell you that you live in my house when you are 18, get out. I have a school a colleague that very nice family, everybody. She says, oh, when she got to be 18, her mom came and put her sewing table or something in her room, into that told her, say, it's inching you, yeah, inching you out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you say they are bad for keeping pushing their kids out. But we keep ours and keep ours and keep ours. And even look at the things that we do to them. You know what? I'll say it again. I can't imagine how I would get the heart to tell my daughters that, oh, yen tom on krata, no na mun worry. For what? What is that money going to do to me? You know, we like, yeah, the things people are doing to people. Somebody will marry somebody, they come to the airport, then they have disappeared. You know,
Mm,
in Krata, is in Krata the end of the world? you know
yeah.
all this entitlement
Yeah.
thing is like it's a brochure heaven. Sometimes if you stay back there, Krana, you are better off.
Yes, it's
You do
true.
better there. And so this mind that we have, paper, like, you know It's like it's the end of the world, and the means to which we'll go cheating and scheming, and yet we think we are better than people, and we sit in judgment on people and say, oh, look at that person, oh, look at these people, abrofu are this, abrofu are that.
Right.
Are you
Exactly.
perfect yourself? You know what? Yeah, I told you, and I'll say it again. I have somebody I know. They are retired, and they told me, oh, they joined, say, these old people societies, groups, who say like Lionsgate, Northside, and they have activities. Go, so yeah, it's enjoyable. We go on trips, we do this, we do that. Remember, I told you that I have to expand my circle.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I have to expand my circle and move into other dimensions, because
Yes.
our people, it's like the negativity, the lack of support, that it's
Support
too
is
much.
so
Yes.
lacking.
Yeah, because of these behaviors, entitlement mentalities. Oh, why are you, if you are not, I can't do that. So if you are doing that, why should I come and help you?
Yeah.
You don't know that maybe you helping me one day, and somebody will say, oh, I remember, my child will say, I remember that person. They really helped my mom. Oh, you are their mom? Look, there's a
It's true.
story. Maybe I have to say it, and I don't know if I don't think this person watches me, but I'll give you an example. There's a couple that we knew when we were young. We went to school. Their parents went to the same high school as my parents. Well, my parents and I, we all went to the same high school.
Mm.
But then the man died first, and I think the woman died within a month of the man going. It was so sad, and they lived in our neighborhood. So
Yeah.
my mom was there for them and all that. So this, fast forward, the lady, one of the ladies is now a dentist, and then they are in London. So a cousin of mine went there, and she realized that my cousin was related to my mom, and she said, if you are related to Mrs. Atobra, then you don't have to pay anything. As I'm saying it, I'm tearing up. And I said, a cousin, oh, so if it was her daughter, what would the
What
person
would?
do? So
Oh,
all this that we are
yeah.
doing
Yeah.
is for posterity's sake. Oh, you
Yes.
don't know when one day, somebody will say, oh, you are Yaya Russell's, my daughter. Oh, you are Yaya Russell, such and such. Hey, I remember that woman. She was always sitting on, helping my mom. The doors open. You don't
It's
know,
true.
right? And we are sitting here. We become so selfish as a people. Selfish, very wicked.
I met a man like that when I was in school.
Mm-hmm,
Like what we were somewhere, this man came. The man knew my friend. So we're
mm-hmm,
talking and he asked my name, and when I said, he said, are you Dr. Boateng's daughter? And I said, yes. And apparently he had a surgery that he had to do at Akuse Government Hospital. He didn't have money. And my
mm-hmm.
dad did it. So I don't know if my dad paid and did it for him. I don't know
Yeah.
how the system was back then.
Mm-hmm.
So he just gave me money, and at that time too, I was broke student. So you see,
See?
I wasn't expecting it. He
Yeah.
didn't know me, but when he realized I was my father's daughter, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
these things happen a lot. So
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Pastor P says, Antia, they use their children in their taxes. If they keep that money for their children, they wouldn't have suffered. Think about your children's future.
oh, even the money that the government gives for their children, people use
Mm-hmm.
it to buy shoes and clothes instead of investing it for
Yes.
them.
Mm. I always receive blessings through my granddad and my father. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
when my father died, I always say my father, he's a simple man. The people who said they'll follow us to Akrokeri to his funeral because he talks to everybody, he relates to
Mm,
everybody, this and this and that. Mm.
yeah.
You are building a legacy. We think it's just about us. And so we're doing all these things and not thinking about our children.
Yeah.
And Araba says, oh, yes, they sell the kids to the fishermen to remove the nets when it gets stuck in the river. Some of the kids have injuries to their eye from stumps
Oh
in the
my
river.
God.
Oh, and in other places, some get rescued, some die, and some are maimed for life just for 50. Oh, Eradi Nyankopon. Poverty. Yeah, Ghana. Ow, 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 ow.
50 cities
How?
to bet you know how long.
Oh, 50 cities? Yeah, Eradi. Oba, wa, watch him now. No. Oh my Lord.
It's sad though.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. The entitlement, dear. I don't know. Yeah. We can
Mm-hmm.
start wrapping up. I don't know. Or do you like? I think I'll just pull Ajwa's comment quickly. Let me see. It's just a corona dear. I always say some of us say ya kahapa. Hey. So yeah, some of the things. So all these things, these are some of the habits: double standards, hypocrisy,
Mm-hmm.
enablement, sabotaging. Those two are very,
Pull down syndrome.
yes, pull down syndrome is a big one. It's a
It's
big
a
one.
big,
It's a
yeah,
very big one.
yeah.
Yes. Because
And
there are other people, sorry, from other countries, they hate each other, but they do be so they'll support their
oh
countryman
yeah,
right there. But your
yeah.
own Ghanaian, you bring them into a workplace with you, they'll they'll mess
They'll
you up
make
big
sure
time.
they bring you down. Yeah.
Yes.
What
And
is
so
that
we
attitude? And yet
mhm.
it's out there. Oh, Ghanaians are nice people because outwardly we pretend the hypocrisy.
Yes, that's the hypocrisy. Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, we're very hospitable. We don't deal with reality. We put on these masks and
yeah.
pretend that we're be yourself. Be yourself. When somebody sees you, they have to know that what they are seeing is what they are going to get. Don't say one thing and do another thing. We find it so hard to do that. We feel that somebody will be upset with us when we own our truth and tell it.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you know what? It's your truth. Say your story. If somebody is going to something is going on and you don't like it, tell them I don't like it. If they won't talk to you again, that's fine. But we are so afraid. We are so afraid to say no to people, to speak up, to voice up. Because if you speak up, oh, they'll call you a troublemaker. That's my middle name.
Let them.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Let them. You only live once. So live your
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Live your life. And if you travel and the first people you meet are these kind of people, you're doomed because
Yes.
they feel you're a threat and they wouldn't want you to um
Yeah.
develop above them or whatever or make
Mm-hmm.
it more than they are. So
Mm-hmm.
even if they know things that would help you accelerate your process
Mm-hmm.
or go forward, they won't teach you. And also, and the worst thing, even if they don't teach you, is better because you will go seek out the proper facts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they tell you the wrong things, and because
Yes.
you feel they've been here, you think, okay, then that must be it. So when you travel, I think you should seek information for yourself. Don't depend so much on people that
Yeah.
mhm.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I remember when I came, one of those days when I went to, I think I'd best thank you. I'd come to I had come to I'd just come, or maybe the first few months, and I was going to the library at Southgate.
Yeah.
One of these people that I came to meet,
Hmm.
he saw me by the transit. Oh, where are you going? I'm going to the library. Oh, won't jai library no na compare you maybe.
Oh my god.
Sister Comfort says not
Hey,
only children or vulnerable adults as well. Oh, my uncle was paying every penny, including mountain. Is it mountain top
MTN.
up? Oh, MTN. Sorry,
Yeah.
MTN top up sometimes. Missed his hospital appointment for overtime to pay for everyone. He died of cancer last year. He could have been saved.
Oh,
Oh, Kafra. Eya asem. Eya asem. Oh, Nanaraba says, is the covetousness. Why do you
wait, and I
have
don't.
it and I don't?
Yeah.
We can't rejoice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We can't rejoice with those who rejoice. Some seem to
Hmm.
love feeding on the negativity happening in their neighbor's life. No wonder they love the dead.
It's true.
Nanaraba, you
They're
have
right
said
there.
a big something. Ah, yes. Pastor P says, we are three in my visionaries group, but hey, we are so happy because we help and support each other. Yes, oh, yes, 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 yes. That is so true. That is so true. Pastor P, when I finish the program, There were 3 people that I called to tell about the news. Yes. I had to call Mr. K too because he's in the group. So it's so true.
Yeah.
Yes, very true. So
Oh.
powerful. 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 Yapa cho to aso. Chai.
You figure home it.
Oh. Maybe I'm a sister Mrekua Brancal Dianona.
My uncle, the cancer.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
this
is the
visionaries thing. I
mm.
can't talk, so I can't join. The time
Oh,
that you do it, cause yeah,
you are working.
yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
you
yeah,
can listen in
we
and
can't rejoice because this anti-ass thing. I feel like I've achieved something. It's not
yes,
mine, but that's how
yes.
I feel. It's we need to learn to, even amongst friends,
hmm
like we can't be happy for each other. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at an Arabas comment. I am in school and it's only my husband, mom, and sis who support the idea. Others just say what you said about the library. You
Coffee,
see? You see? My sister, just continue, work hard, and at the
Mhm.
end, you'll see your laurels.
Oh yeah,
You are building you,
yeah.
not them.
We are very
Let their
short-sighted.
let their negativity stay with
Yeah,
them. You
yeah.
just keep on walking. Yeah. Hey.
It's always the now. We don't think
Yes.
about investing time and money and
Yes.
effort
Mhm,
so that you can enjoy later. It's
mhm,
always about now. So
mhm.
Konakoye Jumana Jiska, she's in school. It will make
Yeah.
her better. And that's why most of these people too are left in the project because they can't leave the factory work. They didn't
Yeah.
better themselves.
Yeah.
So they are stuck in jobs that when you're too old, you can't even do it.
hmm
We don't think far enough. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are working at McDonald's because you were forced to work there and then you have 3 kids, how is progress going to happen when you haven't pushed to do anything?
Yeah.
No worries. We are here. We are. I said, was it when I was talking to Sister Abba and Hope Mongers? I said, if I was a man, maybe my name should have been Barnabas. It doesn't cost much. It doesn't take much to encourage somebody, but we don't know how to do it. Yes.
No, we don't.
Mm. Pastor P said, "You can just come." Oh yeah, yes, yeah. I know you really enjoyed when you
Yeah.
came on.
I
That you
learned
don't
a
have to
lot.
talk.
Like
Just come and
it
listen.
was deep.
Yeah, come and
It was
listen.
so deep. And I still think about that thing you said. Yeah.
Come and listen, yeah.
Okay.
Just come and
I
listen,
will.
yeah.
I will
Because you're
do
just
that.
listening, right? Yeah.
Mm.
So good.
So send it to me tomorrow. The link.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's been a while. I don't know where.
Okay. Mhm. So we have said a lot today. Yeah, are you done? Your wrap up?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
done because
So
my mind is not really functioning for.
the habits, the habits that hold us back. You know your habits. I know mine, but we picked attitude, procrastination, and entitlement today. But there's a whole lot wrapped in there.
Yeah.
Look, you are your own person. Some of us, we are trapped in certain circumstances. I can't do this because my husband said this. I can't do this because my sister thinks this. My friends are saying that. My children are this and that. What about you? What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn to rely on yourself. A lot of us don't even know who we are. We keep listening to people. We're afraid to step out. And you know what? I was saying, I think in one of my Thursday videos, I said, we say we are Christians, we are believers. Uh-huh. I gave the example of a person who was in a church setting, a gentleman, and he said that at his workplace, Christmas time, people who are not believers come and see how they devote themselves to this charity stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you, the believers, you are quoting big, big scriptures, speaking big, big tongues, but you can't rejoice for your neighbor. How do we see the Bible? And then you are sitting in church 7 days a week, as Ajua's comment said, expecting God to open the heavens and throw something down. Me, my quote that I always go to the ant, you sluggard. And Tatia Kora is making hay while the sun is shining. And you
Yeah.
are sitting there with 10 fingers and you folded it, nyami o, fama nyami. That is not the Bible that I read. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Look, You need to push yourself in life. You need to push yourself. Any habit that has become the cause of your downfall, you need to uproot it and throw it out. If you are a slave or a servant of public opinion, throw it away. Those people, they don't matter. They don't care about you. If they cared about you, they'll tell you to do the positive thing. Like you are telling us right now that she can't come. We say, come anyway, come and listen. Yes, that's how you move and you support and encourage people.
Yeah.
Please go and find the meaning of support and serve. Yes, yes. We the way we are going, if we don't change, mindset changes one at a time, one at a time. So for me, it's like I know my bad habits. I procrastinate. I have to go and clean my room and clean this and do that. But if I procrastinated, I wouldn't have been able to launch this, pre-launch this ebook on Thursday. So you take little steps, one thing at a time. Don't go and make 10 items on a list and think you have to do it all. One little thing at a time. Believe in yourself or believe in yourself. Look, there are people who put you down. You are, if you're a slave of public opinion, where woo, where woo. Yes, come alive, oh, come alive, because those people, they are not helping you. Good friends don't put you down. They'll push you, they'll encourage you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this pettiness and jealousy and what have you, we need to stop it in our community. Yeah, we need to stop it and fast because it's not helping us. Build yourself. Look, you are your best architect. You are or your own architect. Yeah, it's not going to come and build you. I'm not coming to build you. I'm building myself. I will encourage people, right? But
Yeah.
people will encourage you, but do the work yourself. Do the work. So we've said a lot, and we're happy that you came and joined us. It's been an interesting discussion. We've had some good laughs. So yes, God has given us all things that pertains to life and godliness. God doesn't bless 10 fingers. Ayo, thank you, Nana Araba. So with that, Ajwa has a comment. I found out I was their ticket to build their house, naming their child after me. Greediness, lies, selfishness, and manipulation.
Gee.
Hey, Asemo. So yes, we thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah.
Sister Ajwa, Sister Nararaba, Pastor P, Sister Mrekua, Miss Sage. Who else am I missing? Please, if I've missed you, it's not intentional. The comments have strolled fast and I can't see the names, but we thank you so much for coming to rejoice with us, yes, and to be with us and to support you. Says you are even lucky, Mpo, that you have those people to support you. Some of us have no support at all from family or close friends, but we did it. Amen. Yes. And then there must be balance, indeed, certainly. So we thank you. We'll be back next week with another topic of discussion. So take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of the weekend. It's been a slice. Thank you for coming with us. And we've, like I said, we've had some laughs, but we've had some, some serious, deep discussions. Pastor P, table no ya bubu mukra ya tuakone. Thank you both for an educational program as always. God bless you. Nyamishra Munyina, God bless you. We love you and thank you for your support. Go out and serve and support.
Yes.
Take care. You see my smile? Serve and support. Bye-bye.
Bye.